What is up, Friar Faithful? We're back. Today is Thursday, September 19th, and we are basking in a victory series win over the Astros, the cheating Astros. And I'm just kidding. They don't cheat anymore. But it was a good series. If you got a chance to go to any of those games, they were amazing. I got a chance to go to two of them. I went on Tuesday and Wednesday, probably some of the best games, even though we lost Tuesday. But I will say this, and let me know what you think about it. I was sitting in right field. I can't remember what section it was, but it was all the way over to the right. It was 235, actually, I think it was. I was sitting up against the railing on the right-hand side. And I've learned I do not like those seats. I'm going to try to avoid sitting there going forward because you can't see anything, man. You can't see what's happening on the plate. I had no idea Altuve took his shoe off until I got home and watched the replay. You just can't see from that distance. So that was something that I'm probably not going to repeat again. The second day, yesterday, I went to the game and I was sitting in section 221, still 200, but it just makes a huge difference when you're over a little bit closer to basically third base. You can see the home plate from a better angle. It's just a way better place to sit at. So I got my seat for $40 off of SeatGeek, which is a really good deal. I'm not sure how much those seats usually go for. I want to say like 100, maybe 100 something. Maybe 85, 90, I'm not sure. It just depends on the game too. So this series, man, what a crazy roller coaster. Yesterday's game was amazing. I was sitting again, like I said, in 221, and I had a really good view of the field, and this game was going kind of crazy. Valdez versus Cease, which was going to be a tough matchup, and it proved to be so. There was no runs. I think for like the first 5 innings, it was kind of boring, and it was kind of frustrating because the Padres kept getting on base, but they could not drive any runners in. So I think it wasn't until the 5th or 6th inning when Manny actually got a home run. That was a solo home run. That was the only run of the game between both teams. And that wasn't until I think it was like the 5th inning or something like that. So first 5 innings, pretty slow, pretty boring, just basically a pitcher's duel. But again, it was frustrating because the Padres did get runners on base. I think they even got somebody over to third a couple times, but they just couldn't bring anybody in. So Valdez was doing a really good job at shutting down the Padres, but Cease was doing an even better job and shutting out the Astros. Once Valdez finally got pulled from the game, that's when things started to turn around. And as soon as the relief pitcher came in from the Astros, Fernando went yard, Machado went yard, and so did Solano. So it was back-to-back home runs. If you listen to the calls from Don or from Jesse Agler, you can listen to them. They were amazing calls. Being there in person, though, it was a different story. I actually, again, because the game was slow, I wasn't really paying attention. I didn't realize that Valdez had been pulled from the game. Or maybe that's when I got up because it was a pitching change. So I was like, I got time to go get something to eat. So I went to go grab a hot dog and a beer or a soda and came back. And as I was coming back to my seat, walking down the aisle, and freaking that's when Tatis hits the home run. And the crowd goes crazy. I'm like, oh shit, I had just barely almost missed that home run. So I'm like, all right, cool. Home run. Let me grab my seat. Now, as soon as I get to my seat, I don't even have a chance to sit down. Freaking Machado cracks one over the fence. And I believe Symbiotica is his company. And that's where he hit the home run. And he probably placed that banner on that wall right in that spot because that's where he hits his homers at. But so everybody's going crazy. And I'm like, wow, 3-0. And then freaking Donnie Barrels comes up to the plate and blasts a home run too. So 3 home runs back to back. That was Manny's. He hit 2 home runs in this game, and then the day before he hit a home run. So 3 home runs in 2 days. The dude's on fire, man. The dude is back. He's still injured. Don't forget he had tennis elbow surgery and he had it worked on. So, he's not 100%, but whatever he is, he's doing really good right now. Remember, Tatis is injured too. He was a DH, I think. Was he a DH yesterday? I can't remember. I think he might have been DH, but he's still recovering. So we still don't have Tatis and Machado at 100%. So, man, once these guys are at full capacity, they're going to be on fire. So I'm not sure if that's going to happen this season. They might start feeling even better the next couple weeks. They do have an off day today, so we could see them. And of course, Tatis just came back, so he's still kind of getting into the groove. He's doing amazing though. He's gotten back-to-back home runs in several games, but we did have Luis Ariz get injured on a slide, so he did come back to play, but then yesterday he was out of the lineup. So he didn't do that good the day before the game that we lost, and so obviously something's going on. He's hurting. He's injured. Hopefully not too bad, but they decided not to put him in the lineup yesterday. So let's cross our fingers that Luis Ariz isn't injured too crazy, because the day before that, I think he struck out twice, which was the first time he had struck out after 141 plate appearances. So, man, that was not a good day for Luis Ariz. All right, so we're gonna wrap this up. Just want to hit on a couple more points. Dylan Cease did an amazing job yesterday. I couldn't believe it when it was the 9th inning and he was still out there. I was like, holy shit, this guy's still pitching in the 9th inning. He almost had a complete game, but Xander Bogaerts had an error and didn't get the double play. And I think that was 2. I don't know if the first one was considered an error where he dropped the ball, I think, or something, but Xander Bogaerts still getting used to going back to shortstop. But Dylan Cease, man, he had an amazing game yesterday. I mean, he was on lock. He shut out the Astros until the 9th inning. They finally he got like 103 pitches or something like that. So they finally brought in, I think it was Tanner Scott. I don't know if it was Tanner Scott or Jason Adams. I think it was Scott. So Dylan Cease definitely back. He's doing really good. Jackson Morrell, of course, doing amazing. He's broken Benito Santiago's RBI record. He's tied with Nate Colbert for most home runs in a rookie season with 24 home runs. Machado broke Nate's home run record for the Padres. I think it was 161. Now he's at like 167 home runs. So he's blown past that record. So, and he's going to continue to hit more home runs. So, I don't know, maybe 170 by the time the regular season ends. Who knows? We got 3 games against the Chicago White Sox coming up this week. So, overall, good series against the Astros. It could have been better. The umpires day before yesterday were awful. That game went back and forth. Last thing I'll end on here, and I wish I didn't have to end on this, but there was so much drama going on in that game. Wild pitch by Josh Hader I think it was in the 9th inning or the 8th inning. I don't even remember now. I think it was the 8th inning. He did come out in 2 innings, which was amazing, right? He came out in the 8th and the 9th. So that was crazy. I wish we would have won with that wild pitch because Tatis scored on that, but unfortunately that only tied the game, and then Merrill hit a line drive straight to Hader. So, rough game, but we bounced right back, baby, and we shut out the Astros. So we got the White Sox coming up next. Hopefully we can do well against them, even though they're a terrible team. They did just win 3 in a row, I think it was, against the A's. I'm not sure who it was, but they are not giving up, so we cannot lie down for this series. I'm not even going to say let's get the sweep because, we just don't know what to expect. But definitely we got to win this series. I think we're 4 games back behind the Dodgers for the division series. Division. And so, anyways, thanks for watching, everybody. Have a good Thursday night off. And hopefully you get a chance to go to the games. Please check out my Instagram page, LFGSD Padres. You can get stickers, and I'm going to be coming out with some shirts really soon. So I do have these Slam Diego shirts still. So we'll catch you next time. Peace.